Hey David, what's up? Yes, of course. I still remember you. David Pereira Arayas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, what happened to you? Yeah, it's been a long time. How are you doing? I'm guessing you've been busy at school or work? I'm just setting up the stream so we can go ahead and fly the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. Again, what's up, David? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, busy with school, I see. Nice, nice. We have a streamer in the house, Doc Zan. What's up? Thanks for the like on Facebook. What's up? Sky Medic PH on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Please support as well, Doc Zan. Also, an aviation streamer. Okay, let me just set up the stream. And while we're doing this, let me just remind you that we are on Facebook. We're cross-posted on the pages of Darmon and JC Gaming, Servin, and Tino TV. So don't forget to check out their pages on Facebook and support them as well. And speaking of Facebook, of course, if you are on that platform, we will be having a poll. And the poll question will be related to our destination for tonight, which is Sao Luis, Brazil. So let me just set up the poll so our Facebook viewers can already cast their votes there. So again, we're flying to Sao Luis, Brazil tonight, and the question on Facebook is related to the destination. So let me just activate this there. So the question is, in what state is Sao Luis located? So in what state in Brazil is Sao Luis located? So two choices is that, is it Maranhão or is it Tairanhão? Again, if you're on Facebook, you can cast your votes, and then later at the end of the stream, we will reveal the answer with the most number of votes. Ayla Fernandez, what's up? Thanks for the share. Hi Kuya Borg, what's up? Jollibee, correct. It's Jollibee Monday. Tonight, we will be flying again aboard the Airbus A320 Neo. So anyway, before anything else, I'll go ahead and share my stream first. Okay, so while I'm doing this, you can also join me in liking and sharing the stream. So let me just share this real quick. So let's start on Facebook. Let me share on Facebook. There, and of course YouTube. Let's also share the one on YouTube, and then let's open the stream after this. Share. There, one more. What am I doing? I keep forgetting that I also have threads. I can also share this on threads. So let's share it. Okay, cool. We're good. So let's open the stream now. Welcome everyone. Welcome mga Beshiewap. Welcome to Borg Gaming Channel, and this is our Flight Monday stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. So our flight for tonight will be from Fortaleza, Brazil to Sao Luis, Brazil. Total flight time is around 1 hour and 20 minutes. Is it? Or 10 minutes? I think roughly an hour, just an hour. 1 hour and 10 minutes, I think. So again, this is the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. We're currently flying over the continent of the Brazilian country. So last week we flew from what's the name again? Recife. So we flew from Recife to Fortaleza, and now we are currently in Fortaleza. We will be flying to São Luís, Brazil. Okay, so before anything else, I would just like to remind everyone that we are multi-streaming on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. So please support me by following me on Facebook and Kick, and by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And please don't forget to like and share the stream as well. I also stream on Twitch, but I mostly stream Fall Guys there. But if you want to support me on Twitch and follow me, I would very much appreciate it. So thank you in advance. Mabuhay po kayong lahat hanggang gusto niyo. And by the way, Microsoft Flight Simulator just recently had Sim Update 13. And I think during the when it was launched, there has been a number of bugs. Although I haven't read all the details, but I saw something like all the add-ons were gone. They were stuck in the loading screen. Well, it was fortunate for me that I was not able to update it right away. I updated this, I think, just yesterday, Sunday, and I didn't have any issues during the update. And I also saw some feedback that it actually lowers bugs, or what you call this, FPS drops. So, well, I actually haven't noticed it, but as far as game lag is concerned, I think yes, it does contribute to lesser lags or lesser FPS drops. So, but anyway, we'll see tonight, because this is the first time that I'll be playing the Sim Update 13 while streaming, because yesterday I was off stream. So of course it has a different experience when you're not streaming. So, but anyway, so let's go ahead and fly the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. So again, total flight time is around 1 hour and 10 minutes. You'll see that on our overlay later once we commence our flight. So let's get ready for our flight. Let's move on and go inside the cockpit, so we can prep the aircraft already. By the way, we will be flying the Airbus A320neo. I'm using the mod developed by Fly-by-Wire Simulations. By the way, we have an aircraft beside us. Let's just go ahead and check which aircraft is this. There, it's a generic aircraft, unfortunately. I'm online on VATSIM right now, and right now here in Fortaleza we have, what's this call sign? BRA. What airline is BRA? Let me just check. BRA Airlines. It's Bradens Regional Airlines. Really? No, this is ICAO eh. Wait. ICAO. No, it's not. I think this is Brazil. Because Bradens is BRX. Sorry, Brazil Airlines. I think it's Brazil Airlines. Is it? Not sure actually. No, it's not. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. So it's a generic aircraft right now. I don't have the livery for this, and I think that's because this is a custom livery. Hey, Sir Andre, what's up? Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Okay, so moving on. Let's now move inside the cockpit rather. So again, Airbus A320neo developed by Fly-by-Wire Simulations, and we will be using the Jollibee livery developed by Night Fury 08, which is available for download on flightsim.to. Jomel, what's up? Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. We have another streamer in the house, Jomel on Facebook. Please don't forget to support. And speaking of another streamer, we also have Team LKV. Thanks for the like as well. Team LKV, mga Beshiewap, we are cross-posted on the space right now. Don't forget to also support on Facebook TV. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's now move on inside the aircraft. And we will be using the FS2 crew animated co-pilot or first officer. So this is our first officer, Una. She will be accompanying us in our flight for tonight. So let's move on to the EFB. I'm just gonna show you our flight plan. Unknown user ID. Why? What's wrong? Okay, I think I have to reconfigure this. But let me just, because you'll see my username. So wait, let me just there. Real quick, I'll just, I know, wait. I forgot. I still have the screen pala. Hey, what's happening? Okay, wait. What am I doing? There. Sorry. Let me just configure my username. I think this has something to do with the recent update of fly-by-wire simulations. Sim options. Where is that third-party options? There. Sim brief user ID. Oh, even Navigraph. I have to log in using Navigraph as well. Sorry about this. I didn't notice because there was a recent update of the fly-by-wire simulations mod. John Ray, Keniza, thanks for the like. Welcome to the stream. Crush mo ata yung FO mo, pre. Grabe crush talaga. Let's go ahead and log in first. Sorry, I didn't notice this. Probably due to the recent upload. Yep. Okay. And of course, the sim brief. I have to configure this as well. User ID. I have to. Here's my account settings. So that's the reason why it didn't pull up the data. Where's my sim brief username? There. Copy. And let's paste it here. Cool. Okay. There. Okay, let me now show you. Can you see now the screen? Okay, so we were able to harvest the data. And so again, our flight for tonight, our call sign is Jollibee 27. We are also online on VATSIM. So if you fly on VATSIM, you'll be able to see me there. That's Jollibee 27, Juliet Oscar Lima 27. We are flying the Airbus A320neo tonight. We will be flying from Pinto Martins International Airport in Fortaleza, Brazil. That's Sierra Bravo Foxtrot Zulu. And we will be flying to Marechal Cunha Machado International Airport, Machado. Sounds like Machado International Airport in São Luís, Brazil. So that's Sierra Bravo, Sierra Lima. So our alternate airport will be at Sierra Bravo Echo in case we have to divert the company route that's just automatically populated. Our zero fuel weight is 60.8, cost index is 10, average wind is from heading 304 at 5 knots, cruising altitude is flight level 380. For the route from Fortaleza, we will be taking off from runway 13. Currently it's runway 13 right now, but we'll check that later before we take off. And we will be flying the Asovu 1 Alpha departure direct, and then to Isupi, and then via airway uniform Zulu 81 to Kadot. And then we don't have any star for Sao Luis, so that means we will be flying direct to the ILS waypoint, or the first ILS waypoint. And right now we are expecting ILS Whiskey runway 06 to land on runway 06 of Marechal Cunha Machado International Airport in Sao Luis, Brazil. So that's gonna be our flight plan. If you want to fly with me, you can follow the same flight plan for tonight. So I guess we're good here. Let's now continue to configure our aircraft. Let's start with the flight controls first. Let's make sure that everything is working fine. Let's start with the tiller. Okay, so that's left. That's right. One more left and then one more right. Okay, it's working. Let's move on to the flight stick. Okay, it's responding. Park brake off, on. Speed brake. And then ground spoilers, arm, disarm. Flaps. Pitch trim. Let's move on to the flaps again. Okay. Working. Throttle. Climb. Flex, toga, then going back to idle, and then of course reversers. Okay, and then our engine selectors, engine mode selector as well. Let's now move on to the rudder, full left, full right, and then the brakes. Okay, everything is working fine. Sir Andre, thanks for the like on Facebook as well. Okay, so we're good. So that means we can now start prepping the aircraft. Let's now move on to, we don't have to open the dome lights anymore because it's daytime right now. So let's now turn on the battery masters 1 and 2 on. Okay, and then we will be requesting for the GPU. Gulat dyan. Thank you, Sir Andre. And thank you for following us for 303 days. Konti na lang, 53 days na lang, ano na. 1 year na. So there's our GPU currently being connected. Okay, let's move back inside. There. Team LKV, what's up? Thank you also for following us for 997 days. 3 days na lang, 1,000 na. Alright, we're good. Let's now prep the aircraft. Let's start setting up.
Okay.
Okay, so there's our first officer putting her shades on. Okay, doing the APU fire test. Okay, cool.
I'm out for the walk around.
Sure, go ahead. So she will be walking around. What? Okay, she disappeared. So she's doing the walk around. So while she's doing that, let's prep the rest of the controls here. So let's start with the nav. Adheres 132 to nav. Ground control, let's set it to auto. Crew oxygen supply on. Seatbelt signs on. No smoking sign to auto. Emergency exit signs armed. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. Okay, on. We don't have to. Okay, sure. Let's set it up as well. The intake light, set it to 50%. And then while doing that, let's now request for the fuel truck. Let's request for refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way.
And also the catering truck. Yep, doesn't matter. Gate gourmet should be fine. Okay, so we're good here. Let's now set up the rest of the aircraft. We don't need the floodlight brightness. Let's set this up to 50%. Hey Nolly, Chang Nolly, thanks for the like. Thanks for dropping by and welcome to the stream. Tamang-tama sa San Miguel Oktoberfest. Pero try mo kaya mag-rojas pagbalik mo ng Pinas. We'll see, Sir Andre.
Catering vehicles
Depends.
are on their way.
Alright, let's set up the display brightness 50%. No need for this one. Just the displays should be okay. Okay, and then ECAM brightness also to 50%. Same with the MCDU. Actually, you can set it to 100%, but it's too blurry for me. Let's just adjust it later. Let's play by ear just in case we won't be able to see that.
Fuel truck is in position.
Intake light, let's set it to 50%. Fuel truck is already in position. Let's start our fueling. Okay, no need for the floodlight. Just checking VATSIM. We don't have any online ATCs right now, so we will be using the default squawk code, which is 2000. So let's turn that to mode Charlie. On mode Charlie. Okay, so we're good here. Let's just do a quick check. So there's our, what do you call this? Our fuel truck. They will be refueling our aircraft now. Okay. So while we're waiting for that, let's now try to set up. It's too glary, yeah. There. Okay, so let's set up our MCDU FMGC. So we have an updated AirAC cycle valid or active September 7 to October 4. And then let's move on to MCDU menu, ATSU, AOC menu, and then init press. Init data request. Oh, okay, so our flight number is Jollibee 27, departure is Sierra Bravo Foxtrot Zulu, destination is Sierra Bravo Sierra Lima. Fuel on board is 4.0 tons, and then estimated time of what's the again? I forgot. It's 1 hour and 7 minutes total flight time. Okay, so we're good here. Let's now move on to init. So init request. Uplink insert in prog there. So we have SBFZ to SBSL again. Alternate airport to Sierra Bravo Echo. Flight number Jollibee 27. Cost index 10. Cruising flight level 380. Okay, so let's check IRS init. Let's align on ref. Confirm align. And then for the wind temp, wind request. That's for the climb wind, for the cruise wind, and lastly for the descent wind. Okay, return. So we're good here. Let's now move on to the weather information. So let's move back to the MCDU menu, ATC, sorry, ATSU, and then AOC menu, and then weather request. So let's send this. Hey Jane, what's up? Jane is the wife of Team LKV. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so our message has been sent. We now have the MECAR information. Let's read it now. Let's print this first. Okay, so SBFZ METAR information issued October 2, 1300 Zulu. Winds 110 at 13 knots. So we have a strong wind actually right now. We will be taking off from runway 13. So we're still good with the runway 13. Oh, wait. Thanks for the like, Jane. Okay, so visibility is more than 10 kilometers. So there are a few clouds at 2,500. Temperature is 31, dew point 22, QNH 1013. So let's set this up here. 1013 is correct, and then 1013 is here as well. Refueling is done, so that means unfortunately GSX Pro is still not synced here. So oops, not that. Third-party options. Yep, it's not yet synced, I think. So that means we have to do this manually. So let's go to the fuel. Yep, 6,000. We need 6,000 kilograms of fuel. So let's start refueling. And while that's being done, let's move back to our MCDU. So we're good here. That means we can still take off from runway 13. Now let me just do a quick check of the active runway for Fortaleza on flight radar radar24radar.com. Let's see if we're still good with runway 13. SBFZ there. Departure. Let's load the earlier flights. Let's see. Yep, we're still good with runway 13. So let's now move on to the flight plan. GPS is already available. So SBFZ will be departing from runway 13, and that's gonna be the Asovu 1 Alpha. We will be flying the Asovu 1 Alpha departure.
She's on the walk around.
Okay, roger that. Let's see if she's really back. Yep, she's fine. Okay. So Asobu 1 alpha and what's the transition? Let's quickly check this. Isupi transition. There. This one. Okay, insert. And let me just quickly cross check this with our charts. Asobu 1 alpha departure. So upon takeoff at 2,000 feet, we will turn left, directing Asobu, and then after Asobu, Kilis, and then after Kilis, Isupi. So we're good. Okay, let's check. Let's clear the flight plan discontinuity after this Sufi. Hey, Zybert Gabak, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Borg's Gaming Channel. Oblev Kadot, and then again there's a flight plan discontinuity here. For now, let's set up our arrival. We are expecting ILS Whiskey runway 06 approach. So we don't have any star again for this what do you call this? for the approach for a landing. Okay, so after Kadot, we're gonna track Udevu. So let me just cross-reference this with the chart as well. Later, I'll show you the chart once we have, or once we brief our takeoff and approach. So after Kadot, that's gonna be Udevu and then Gekid, right? After Gekid, oops, how come I can see this? Wait, Subvi, Oblev, and then Kadot, Udevu. There's Udevu. Copy. So Udevu and then Gekid, copy. And then from Gekid, that's where we will intercept the glide slope. Wait, there are transition levels here. By Udevu, we should be at or above 2,500. So I guess we can, let's hard code it. Let's hard code 250 here. Okay, so we should be at 2,500. And then Gekid, we should be at or above 1,660. So let's set that up as well. So that's Gekid. Can we use 1,660? 1,660, wait. Let's, for this one, we can do at or above 1,660. So that's Gekid. Ah, we can. Nice. Okay, so that's 1,660. We don't have any speed restrictions rather, and then we will be intercepting the glide slope by then to land on runway 06. So let's check our flight plan in a bit. For now, let me just check the transition altitude. It's 5,000 here in Fortaleza. Okay, so let's go ahead and check our flight plan, making sure that there are no discontinuities. Okay, so that's 2,000, and then Asobu,
Hi,
Kilis.
security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we can now start boarding. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Copy. Okay, going back. So Isupi, and then what's this again? Subvi. That's Subvi, and then Oblev. Kadot. After Kadot, we will be tracking Udevu.
Do you want to
2,500
board
feet.
through?
No bad.
Passengers boarding started.
At 2,500, and then Gekid at or above 1,660, and then we will be landing on runway 06. So we're good with the flight plan. Let's put this back to. Okay, so let's see. Our flight plan is good. Let's now move on to secondary flight plan. This is inactive, unfortunately, for the flyby simulations mod. Rad nav is checked, and then fuel pred. So for the fuel pred, let's see, our zero fuel weight is 60.8. So let's set it up here. Is 60.8. And our zero fuel weight center of gravity is 32.9er. So that's 32.9. 32.9er. So let's set it up here. And then for the fuel, block fuel, that's 6. What we call it? 6. Just 6. Flat 6. Okay. So we're good. Let's now compute for our takeoff speeds. I'm using the A32NX performance calculator for this. Config 1 plus F, anti-ice is off. Packs will be off for this departure. Our center of gravity is on aft. And the rest should be automatically populated from SimBrief. Okay, so we're good with taking off with the flaps 1. And our flex takeoff temp is 50. So let's set it up here. Flaps 1. Takeoff temp is 50. And then our V1, V2, and VR and V2 are 140, 142, 147. 140, 142, and then 147. Cool. Okay, so we're good. Transition altitude is 5,000, so that's good. Let's now advise our first officer to check the box. Hey, CyberSucks, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, I was prepping the aircraft. We have another streamer in the house, CyberSucks on Kick. Please support him as well. Thank you for dropping by. You don't have any stream right now? Or will it be later? Check the box. Hey, you have to check the box. Come on. No, just chilling here.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so while she's checking the box, let's now prep the FCU. So let's see. Our initial, we don't have we don't have any altitude restrictions here, but for good order, let's fly to flight level 150 initially. There. So flight level 150. So we're good here. Let's now check. So she's done checking the box. So let's now do the takeoff briefing. Are you ready for the takeoff briefing?
Ready.
Okay, so let me now show you Navigraph. Okay, cool. So, we are currently here at Pinto Martins International Airport in Fortaleza, Brazil. We are at Bay 212. So, we are expecting to be pushed back to taxiway Zulu Alpha. And our expected taxi route will be from Zulu Alpha to Zulu Bravo, Kilo.
3, 1, 3, 4, another one. Or push back. And 307.
Okay. Okay. Actually, we can do Papa. So Zulu Alpha, Zulu Bravo, Kilo, and then let's turn left to Papa. Hold short of runway 13, and then upon takeoff, we will be flying the Asovu 1 Alpha departure. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. So take note, we have obstacles. Noise abatement procedure: execute specific noise abatement procedure of equipment or maintain V2 plus 10 knots until 900, then between V2 plus 10 knots and V2 plus 20 knots until 3,100 feet. So for the route, so upon takeoff from runway 13 at 2,000 feet, we will turn left direct Asovu. After Asovu, we will be tracking heading 314. Radial 314 to Kilis, and then tracking radial 287 to Isuki. So that's gonna be our takeoff briefing. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, cool. So we're good. Let's now move outside and let's see the baggage. So wait, let's do the showcase here. There. They're actually still loading the baggages. So last rack for the baggages. Hey, Jeran Rabaila, thanks for the follow on Facebook. Welcome to Porch Gaming channel. Is the voice recognition part of the game or a third-party software? It's a third-party software. It's sorry, there. It's FS2 Crew. Actually, I have two add-ons for the first officer. The base one, FS2 Crew, is responsible for the voice recognition and for the responses. And then I also have the first officer, the animated first officer add-on, also from FS2 Crew, which simulates the buttons that need to be pressed. So just to add realism to the flight. Yeah, I know. Although it costs you, but again, if you really want to be realistic with your flight, cost doesn't matter. Okay, so our ground crew is loading the last 3 baggages. Okay, second to the last one. Oh, we have 2 more. Sorry, I thought it was last 3 there. After this, 1 more baggage. Hey, be careful with the luggages. Come on. Ah, not yet. Okay, I thought it's the last 2. Okay, now this is the last one. I know for sure. There. Okay, so the baggages are automatically arranging themselves. Okay, so our boarding has been completed. Kilo and Bravo. Ah, okay. So Papa is not an option. How come there's Papa here? Okay, let me check the airport briefing. I should have read the airport briefing. Let's see. Takeoffs. Pilots must be ready for departure when they reach the holding point. Holding point. If not, inform the ground control alignment. Blah blah blah. Runway taxiway Bravo. Unless otherwise instructed, pilots are encouraged to take off from the following intersections in order to secure MROT. So yes, taxiway Bravo. So that means we have to taxi Zulu Alpha, Zulu Bravo, Kilo, and then Bravo. Copy. Okay. So let's move back inside the cockpit. We're done with.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, sure. You did not hear the pilot announcement. AR cards, yes. Simulates the baggage loading. Okay, so we're good. Let's now start the APU. APU on. Okay. Carlo Estanislao, what's up? Thanks for the like. Welcome to the stream. So let's do the engine fire test. Engine 1 fire test. Check. Engine 2 fire test. Okay, check. Actually, I should supposed to do this. 3. And then there. Okay, let's move on here. Engine
Hi guys,
2 fire
here's the
test.
load sheet for you.
Thank you.
3, 4, another 1,
Copy. Okay, we're good. So we're just waiting for the APU to be available. Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Sorry, I was busy doing the engine fire test. Okay, APU is already available. Let's do the before start checklist. Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
Adheres.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
600 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Vero ref.
1013 set.
1013. Set. Down to the line.
Cool. Okay, we're ready to be pushed back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board
Let's
today.
now
As you approach your
dismiss
assigned
the
seats,
GPU.
Please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance,
So there's the
contact
takeoff.
the flight attendant.
Who's this
If
again?
you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit
I think there's
seat,
something
also
wrong
review
with
the exit
VATSIM.
seating criteria.
It's not updating right now. Okay, so there's the GPU being disconnected now.
Three, four, another one. Departed runway 13. Timing the Logi 2 Alpha Diana transition flight level 370.
Cool. What's the transition again for our flight? Asovo 1 Alpha Isupi transition. Okay, let me just write it down so I don't have to check for the charts again later. Okay, so the GPU has already been disconnected.
Hey guys, are we clear to close?
Yes,
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
will do. Thank you. Okay, so we're good to close. Let's just wait for... So the jetway should be disconnected by now there. Let's wait for 14 seconds. And then let's request for the pushback prep. There. Okay. So let's get ready for the push and start. Prepare for pushback and departure. Ah. He came from the wall.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger that. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Roger that. We're ready for a push and start. Let's do this view later once we're pushing back. I think this is better. Okay. So basically we will be pushing back facing west for runway 13. So let's advise on VATSIM again. We are on VATSIM right now. Fortaleza traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 at Bay 212. Commencing push and start facing west for runway 13. Okay, so let's so that means no should be right. And then our tail should be at the left.
Locking gear.
Copy. Okay, let's go back inside the cockpit. Let's now prep for departure. Cabin crew, arm slides and cross check. Okay, APU bleed on. Beacon lights on. Parking brake is confirmed.
Flight attendants, arm doors,
On.
and cross-check.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Close.
Release the parking brakes.
Closed.
Please.
Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start, checklist complete.
Okay. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Okay, engine mode. Ignition. Let's turn off. Let's lock the cockpit door. Starting engine 2. Okay, let's go back outside so we can see how the engines are getting started. Ace Tedera, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. Speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the
Jezebel
buckle.
Matienzo,
Tighten
thank
by
you also for
pulling
the
on
follow.
belt. To release
Welcome to
your
Borg's Gaming
seatbelt,
channel.
put the metal flap on the buckle.
Okay, let's
It
go
is
back
our
inside.
policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide.
Sir Henry, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. We have another streamer in the house, JWast5 Henry on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Please support him as well.
The cabin is pressurized if there is a loss of cabin
Okay,
pressure.
parking brake is on.
Will appear.
Engine 2 is
With your
available.
seatbelt fastened and pull a mask
Starting
toward
engine
you to
1.
Start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing
Engine
to the
anti-ice
mask
off.
even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head
Let's
and
go ahead
tighten by
and
pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as
What's up, Sir Henry? Sir Henry's online in Batsim right now. What are you controlling right now, Sir Henry?
Straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat. Thank you for your attention.
Johannesburg. Nice. Africa. Cool. Sir Henry's online right now controlling Johannesburg. Okay, so I guess we're good here. Let's now go back inside. Waiting for engine 1 to be available as well. There, engine 1 is available. Engine mode setting back to normal. Let's now advise the ground crew that we have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground.
There.
We have a good engine start.
What's
You
our
can
pitch
disconnect.
trim again?
Unlocking you.
Pitch trim should be 33%. Let's set it up now. 33%. After start checklist,
Anti-ice.
off,
ECAM status.
check.
Pitch trim.
Oh wait, APU bleed, I forgot to set it to off. Pro window heat, off. APU measure switch off as well. Or pro window heat rather on. Christian Cruz, thank you for the follow. Okay, and then pitch trim 33% set,
Rudder trim.
0.
Tow track disconnected.
After start checklist complete.
Bypass spin removed.
Okay.
Left is clear.
Cool.
Right is clear.
Okay, so let's wait for... Where's the ground crew? There. Let's wait for him to say that we're clear to go. Hey Meng, what's up? Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Welcome to our stream. About to take off. Okay, so that's the bypass spin. That means we're good to go. Okay, let's just wait for him to clear the area. Cool. Okay, we're good. So let's announce that we are to taxi to runway 13 now. Fortaleza traffic advisory Jollibee 27 commencing taxi to runway 13 via taxiway Zulu Alpha, Zulu Bravo, Kilo Bravo will hold short of runway 13. Let's go. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Park brake off. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Flight controls check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Okay, let's do this. Christian Cruz, thanks for the like. Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Check.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Check.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
Flexing 50 degrees.
V1, 1, 4, 0. VR, 1, 4, 2. V2, 1, 4, 7. Flex temp. 5, 0. Degrees. ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Down to the line.
Okay, let's go. So this is Kilo, and this is now Bravo. So we really can go and taxi to Papa. So we'll hold short of this runway. This is runway 13. And let's announce that we are about to line up. Okay, park brake on. Let's just review the winds. So QNH is still 1013. Wind is still 110 at 13 knots. So we have to exercise caution. We have 13 knots of headwind with a little bit of crosswind rather. Okay, so we're good. Let's announce. Fortaleza traffic advisory Jollibee 27, holding short of the active, ready for departure, lining up runway 13. Okay, left is arriving traffic clear, departing traffic clear. Below the line.
Approach path clear of traffic. Take off runway.
13 confirmed.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TRA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, we're good. Okay, let's get ready to take off. Ready?
Ready.
Cool. Take off. Fortaleza traffic advisory Jollibee 27 rolling on runway 13. Manflex 50 SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Thrust set. Check. $100 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Autopilot 1 on. AP1.
Check.
Fortaleza traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 airborne passing 2200. Climbing flight level
Back
150 initially via the Asobu 1 Alpha departure transition Isupi, IFR to Sao Luis. So there's our takeoff. There's our left turn. Flaps 0.
Speed check.
Captain Sky, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Paikaz Studio, thank you also for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. We're heading to Sao Luis, Brazil. We just took off from Fortaleza. After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up,
Flaps.
retracted,
Packs.
on.
Down to the line.
Okay. Set standard.
Standard cross check. Passing flight level 0, 6, 7. Now.
Check. Below the line.
Barrel ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Okay, we're good. So we're climbing to flight level 150 initially, and then after that we will be continuing our climb to flight level 380, which will be our cruising altitude. Again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let's just wait until this reaches 10,000, and then we'll brief you again of our flight for tonight. So we're now passing flight level 09 or 7. Let's move back inside. So that's the 10,000 feet mark. Clear rad nav.
Okay.
So we are now tracking Keelys. Seat belts off. Nice. Okay, we're good. There, so we just took off from Fortaleza, Brazil, and we are now flying to Sao Luis, Brazil. Total flight time is around 1 hour and 7 minutes. And we're now passing flight level 128. So again, welcome to our viewers. For those who just tuned in, you're currently watching Borg Gaming channel, and this is our Flight Monday stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour, flying from Fortaleza to Sao Luis, Brazil. Sir, what's the cruising altitude? We will be cruising at flight level 380, so that's 38,000 feet. Oops, 1,000 to go. Copy that. Flight level 380, manage. And let's announce. Fortaleza traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 just past Asovo, inbound Kilis 47 nautical miles at passing flight level 150, continuing climb flight level 380 IFR to San Luis. Cool. So we're multi-streaming on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube right now. So please support me by following me on Facebook and Kick, and by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like and share the stream. I also stream Fall Guys on Twitch, so if you can support me on Twitch, I would very much appreciate that as well. We're currently doing the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. We're flying the Airbus A320neo, the fly-by-wire simulations mod, and we're using the Jollibee livery developed by Night Fury 08, available also for download on flightsim.com. And what do you call this? Forgot what I am about to say. Later, once I remember it. There, I'm also online on VADSIM right now. We're flying on VADSIM. Our call sign is Jollibee 27. That's Juliet Oscar Lima 27. If you fly on VADSIM, you'll be able to see me right now. We just took off from Fortaleza. I think there's something wrong with VATSPY. I'm not sure what the problem is. It's not refreshing. There. It did refresh now. Oh, that's why. I wasn't able to turn on the auto refresh. Okay. So that's us, Jollibee 27. Okay, let me show you later what that sim looks like. Okay, I can show it to you now. So this is VADSIM. So we're Jollibee 27. We actually just took off from runway 13 here in Fortaleza. We are traveling or flying to Sao Luis. This is roughly an hour and 7-minute flight. So this is us currently. There are a couple of or a few aircrafts here as well. There's one from Fortaleza, one who just took off also from Fortaleza, Airbus A320. We have a C700,
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Airbus A320 Neo, and a 737.
please refer to the menu.
So this is what VADSIM looks like right now. Not a lot of flyers in this part of Brazil.
The aisle clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety. Thank you.
Okay, let's go back inside and order our pre-meal, or flight meal, in-flight meal rather.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Some lunch, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute.
Let's open the door. We still can see her, but she'll come inside.
Hi guys, here
See?
are the crew meals you asked for. Enjoy!
Thank you. Let's close the cockpit door. That's it. So we just ordered our Jollibee meal. Someone is messaging on the Unicom. Let's see. What's this? Brown eyes, isn't it? They're talking on Unicom. By the way, they should hear me, right? On Unicom. We forgot to do a self-test check. Let's try to do that right now, real quick. Let's tune into 121.905 and check if we can hear ourselves. Just a quick one. Check radio check. Yep, I can hear myself. Let's tune back to Unicom 122.8. Okay, so we have our top of climb here right now. Top of descent is less than 240 nautical miles away. So let's just set our FMS For the prog, we are expecting to land on runway 06 right now at Sao Luis. So that's Sierra Bravo, Sierra Lima, runway 06. 306 nautical miles to go. For the perf page, let's see, distance to our top of descent is 162 nautical miles, and our distance to our top of descent is 196 nautical miles. So there's a 34 mile difference. So I guess we're good right now. Let's go back outside. Meron po bang Ninoy International Airport sa MFS? Yes, there is. You're a Filipino pala, FICAS Studio. I didn't know. Yes, there is. RPLL, Romeo Papa Lima Lima. So that's actually where I fly often when I'm not streaming. Because right now I'm doing the Jollibee World Tour. So I came actually from Manila, flying westbound. I flew from Asia, Middle East, Africa. Right now I'm in South America, flying northwest to West America, or the west side, probably around California, and then I'll be going up to Canada, traversing, and then flying back to Japan, probably Taiwan again, and then going back to Manila. So I'm doing a world tour right now. We're already doing the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. Okay, so there's our left turn. They're using the Unicom to talk. Someone might mawalok them. They said, Tango Alpha Mike 349er1 says, bro. 90634 says, brown eyes, isn't it? 349er1 says, Tika's going crazy on the cockpit right now. 90634 said, mine was okay. We passed 1.5 feet away, safe but close. And then 349er1 responded, I took some screenshots from your plane. I could see it perfectly. So they're talking on Unicom. Are they newbies? Let's see. Because if you fly on VATSIM, you're not actually supposed to talk in Unicom. Because Unicom communication is actually reserved for traffic advisories only. So if you use the Unicom, someone actually might wallop you. If you want to talk to someone, you can just private message them. Private message is also available on VATSIM. They're not new actually. Yeah, I'm looking at their profile right now. The one actually has a private pilot license. Yep. They're talking on me. Because if a soup notices them, then they might get walloped. I was planning purchasing Microsoft Flight Simulator. One last question, lahat po ba ng aircraft meron po sa MFS? Good question, not all actually. Microsoft Flight Simulator has 3 editions. The base one, or the basic one, is the standard edition. Then you have the deluxe edition, and then you have the premium deluxe edition. So the base one only has a number of aircrafts available. So if you want to get the other aircrafts, you can either buy it individually, or you can upgrade to an upgraded version, or to another version. But as far as all aircrafts, I wouldn't say it has all, because of course there are a lot of aircrafts naman eh. Pero it has actually a wide range of aircrafts available. So if you're doing commercial flights, they have Airbus A320, A319, A321. We have A330 also, but that's a third party add-on. So basically, if you cannot find the aircraft on Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can check for third party developers. sometimes they also develop aircrafts which are not available on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nice. But name the aircraft Microsoft Flight Simulator might have it. They have Cessna, they have Daher, they have ATR. If it's not an MFS, it does not exist. It is a scam. Yeah. Oh, yep, I agree. Cyber sucks. Because most of the aircrafts, even previous aircrafts, are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Even the Antonov, the Ukrainian aircraft, the largest aircraft, it's also in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Even though it was destroyed during the recent Ukrainian and Russian war, they still have it here to pay tribute to the Antonov. In your opinion, is it worth it? Yes. It's a big yes. It is definitely worth it. Especially if you are an aviation enthusiast, if you like aircrafts, if you like flying. Microsoft Flight Simulator, but for now, has the best graphics in terms of flight simulation. So if you're familiar with the predecessor, which is Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 or FSX, others call it, it's actually a big jump from FSX. The physics, the graphics, especially the graphics, you cannot compare FSX and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 from each other. But again, you're asking me, and I am actually an AV geek or an aviation geek, aviation enthusiast. So for me, it's really worth it. But be careful, because once you buy it, there are a lot of add-ons that will enhance your flight experience, but they don't come free. Well, there are add-ons, free add-ons, which you can use. Like for example, right now, the Airbus A320neo mod that I'm using, fly-by-wire simulation is free of charge. The Jollibee livery is free of charge. But other add-ons, like for example, the first officer add-ons, they don't come free, so you have to buy them. I am streaming as well, so I also have a replay tool, so I can replay my flights. That's also not free of charge. Thank you for lurking, Cyber Sucks. Appreciate it. Again, don't forget to support Cyber Sucks. He streams on Kick, so please follow our good friend Cyber Sucks as well. Thank you for lurking. If you have any questions, any other questions, Spycast Studio, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. Okay, so let's just check. We are now cruising at an altitude of flight level 352. Let's go back inside. There's our top off climb. We are about to reach that, and our top off descent is now less than 160 nautical miles away. So they are almost at 120 nautical miles. So by 80 nautical miles from our top off descent, we should be configuring our approach already. So again, we don't have any star for our arrival in Sao Luis, so we will just be flying direct to the last waypoint, and then we're gonna do the ILS approach after that, or tracking the first waypoint to commence our ILS Whiskey 06 approach. So that's what our expected approach for now, but that might change depending on the wind conditions, so we'll check that out later once we are around 80 nautical miles away from our top of descent. Will I see my house in MSFS? Yes, you can, but there's a condition. You need to be online, and you need to make sure that I forgot the settings, but you have to configure the settings in such a way that it will get the real life data So, just a background, just a quick information. Microsoft Flight Simulator uses Bing. Bing is similar to Google Maps. It's the Microsoft version of Google Maps, so it gets the architecture, or is it photogrammetry? Sorry, I can't remember the exact term. I can't pause the game
1000 to go.
unfortunately because I'm on bad sim, but it gets the information from Bing, and then it renders it on inside the game. So if you can see your house in Bing, then you'll be able to see it as well in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just make sure that the settings are turned on, and of course you have to be online. But yes, to answer your question, it's a simple yes. You'll be able to see your house. When I first got Microsoft Flight Simulator, the first thing that I did was to fly over my house. And yes, I saw it. Just make sure that you're online and you have the settings turned on. Okay, so we are about to reach our cruising altitude, flight level 380. We're now passing flight level 378. Let's go back inside and let's listen to the pilot passenger announcement. Mac, Outstar.
Check.
Okay, so let's now let's increase our speed to Mach decimal 82 so that we can reach our destination faster. So let's increase this to Mach decimal 82. Okay, and right now, checking, we have our overlay right there. We are 38% already on our flight plan. Our flight is 349 nautical miles. So we'll listen to the passenger announcement first.
Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating with the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So again, 349 nautical miles is the total flight distance. Our estimated time of arrival in Sao Luis is 14:48 Zulu. The real Zulu time right now is 14:19 Zulu time. So that means our time to go is 28 minutes. So our flight, we still have 28 minutes on our flight remaining. Distance to go is 212 nautical miles. So roughly around 30 minutes we should be at our destination. Okay, so let's go back inside. Let's check. We are 9 or 8 nautical miles away from our top of descent. So later we're gonna configure our approach in a bit. How come may notice it? Pwede po bang mag-engine failure sa MFS randomly? Yes, you can. But it depends on the aircraft. Some aircrafts you can automatically select a failure, so it's not just limited to engine failure. There are other failure scenarios which you can do, but it depends on the aircraft. So like for example, the Airbus A320neo, it will go back inside. It has an EFB here where you can simulate failures. So we have the failure menu here. So you can you can simulate any of these failures. You can do an air conditioning failure, autopilot failure, electrical power, flight controls, hydraulic power, you name it, it's here. So there, landing gear failure, navigation failure. So you can just select that and then it will simulate the failure for you. But for other mods which don't have the EFB or this feature, you can just do it manually. So for example, you want to simulate an engine failure, then you can just go ahead and turn off your engine one. Bird strike, unfortunately this mod doesn't have a bird strike. Yeah, it doesn't have. Yep, no bird strike here. So you can probably just choose one which you think is closer to a bird strike. Not sure. Autoflight doesn't have engine failure here. Yeah, no engine failure. But you can just replicate it manually. So for example, a bird strike, your engine 1 got busted. You can just turn off engine 1 here. You can just simulate it manually. Okay, so there's our top of descent. Let's check 81 nautical miles away. So let's now configure our approach. So let's move on to our FMS. Let's go to MCDU menu, ATSU, and let's request for the weather information in Sao Luis. So the METAR information rather. So that's sent, and let's wait for that message to be received. Our latest METAR information was issued at 1300 Zulu. So let's see if we have an updated METAR information right now. But for now, let me go ahead and check flightradar24.com and see what is the active runway in Sao Luis Airport. Okay, let's see. Let's check our arrivals. Landed. I'm looking for a landed flight. There, Brasilia. Let me just check if it's still runway 06. Yep, still runway 06. The METAR information also favors runway 06. Okay, we're good. Company message is already available, so the METAR information is already here. This was issued 1400 Zulu, so this means this is the most updated one. So let's print that and let's read the METAR information. So SBSL METAR information issued October 2, 1400 Zulu. Winds 050 at 14 knots. We have a strong headwind as well. Visibility is more than 10 kilometers. Broken clouds at 3000. Temperature 31, dew point 24, QNH 1012. So let's steer this down. How come? I've already printed it, right? Okay, let's print it again. There, it's printing. Okay, so our QNH is 1012, temperature 31, and our magnetic wind is 050 at 40 knots. So we're still good to land on runway 06. So let's get this. Let's collect that. And we don't have to change our flight plan anymore. We're still good to land on runway 06. We are expecting the ILS Whiskey 06 approach. Oops, what happened to my... I got logged off from Risky. Okay, one moment. Let me just log back in. Wrong authenticator. There, I'm logged back in. Meron bang prohibited airspace? Well, if you're flying offline, there's none. But if you fly on VATSIM and there are online controllers, there might be prohibited airspace. But as of now, I haven't encountered any prohibited airspace yet. You can even fly in North Korea if you want. I also flew to Area 51 before. You can also fly there. Okay. So we now have to enter our destination data. We have that message right now. So let's move on to the approach page. QNH is again 1012. There, our temperature, expected temperature is 31 degrees. Magnetic wind is 050 at 14 knots or 14 knots. Transition altitude is 5000. VAP is 134. Let's see our battle. So ILS Whiskey 06. I think this is a Cat 1 approach. Yep, a Cat 1 approach. So our battle is 377. 377 feet. Okay, so transition altitude again is 5,000. VAP is 134. Mandatory altitude should be 1,000. Minimum decision, oh sorry, mandatory altitude is 1,660. Okay, so let's check this 1341660. Let's compute for that. So we are cruising at a flight level of 380. 1660 feet. We should begin our descent 114 nautical miles away. Our approach speed again is... Wait, what am I doing? 134. That's 134. Enter. Build. Data. There. Runway elevation is 177. So we have actually a high runway. So 177 heading 060. So 177 heading 060. Enter. Runway condition, it's dry. And then our runway slope is negative 0.45. Runway LDA as per the chart. For runway 06, that's 2049 meters. 2049 meters. Enter. Weight. Let's compute. Estimated fuel on board is 3.8. Right now it's 4.1, so that means 300 kilograms. We will be burning 300 kilograms of fuel. Right now our gross weight is 64,800 minus 300. That's 64,500. So that's 64,500. Enter. Flaps config full. Over with procedure no. Reverse thrust yes. Auto land no. Calculate. We cannot do low braking. We should do medium braking, and we are expecting to consume 1,670 meters off the runway. So that's medium braking. Let's set it up here, and let's see. I forgot to mention that our first officer should have control. You have control.
I have control.
Sorry. Okay, so arrival airport weather has been obtained. MCDU has been set up. Auto brake set to medium, and that's 1,670 meters. 1,670. We're good. We're expecting to exit via taxiway Alpha. Okay, we're good. Okay, and now let's brief the approach. Or later, because we have to begin our descent already. We're almost at 20 nautical. We are almost 20 nautical miles away from our top of descent. So let's descend first before we brief the approach. Your channel is underrated, pero you answer our question with excellent explanation, excellent answer. Oh, thank you. It's nice to hear that, Fika Studio. Also, your stream is very excellent too. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate that. Well, as long as you have any questions and I have the answers to the questions, I'll try to answer them. If I don't have, I'll try to look for the answers for you. So that's actually how we help each other. Okay, that's less than 20 nautical miles. Manage speed. Cool. And let's get ready to descend. Let's descend to flight level 150 initially. We're now commencing our descent. We just passed Oblev. We're now directing Kadot. So let's initially descend to 150. So let me go back to the chat after this. I'll just have to commence our descent and then brief the approach. I'll also let you in on the what do you call this? The briefing later. Okay, we are now at 10 nautical miles away from our top of descent. Let's now descend. Flight level 150, manage. Cool. Sao Luis traffic advisory, Jollibee 27. Just past Obluv, inbound Kadot 79er nautical miles at flight level 380. Commencing descent, descending flight level 150 initially, expecting ILS Whiskey 06 approach Sao Luis.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for a ride.
Okay, so now let's do the approach briefing. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Ready.
Okay, so let me now show you Navigraph. So we are currently 60 nautical miles, or sorry, 72 nautical miles out of Kadot, and we are expecting to reach our flight level 150 or initial descent altitude in less than 80 nautical miles. We're now passing flight level 368. We will be we don't have any star for this arrival, or the standard terminal arrival, but we are expecting to fly the ILS Whiskey runway 6 approach, commencing Vorni. So final approach course is heading 060. Our mandatory altitude is 1,660 feet by Gekid, and our minimum decision altitude is 377 feet. Airport and runway elevations are both at 177. If we have to go around, the missed approach procedure is to climb to 4,000 feet, maintain Sao Luis VOR radial 060 until passing 1,300. After, turn left, heading 240 to intercept and maintain Sao Luis VOR radial 285 for holding at Guvap. Maximum of 220 knots is the speed restriction. So for the final approach, over at Gekid, at or above 1,660 feet, we should be intercepting the glide slope to land on runway 06. Upon landing, we are expecting to vacate via taxiway Alpha, and we will be taxiing to the available bay. It might be either bay 1, 2, or 3. So we'll check later with GSX Pro what's the available bay that we can park. Okay, so that was our approach briefing. Any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No questions.
Okay, go. Too slow, Una. Too slow. First officer, Una is too slow to respond. Okay, so I think we're good.
Check.
I have control. I have control.
You have control.
Okay, thank you. Too slow. Helicopter po ba meron? Yes, they also have a helicopter. There are 2 types of helicopter right now. The one is I forgot the model, but it's a 2-passenger helicopter. And they also have the one that's being used for rescue missions. I think that's a 9-passenger helicopter. Sorry, I don't have the actual model name. I'll check in Google. Hey Carlo Cuyos, real pilot po ba kayo, sir? No, I'm not. No, I'm not a real pilot. I'm a virtual pilot. So that means anything that I do here virtually in flight simulator should not be used in real life situations. I'm just an aviation enthusiast, and I love aviation actually. So wait, going back to Faika's question, the helicopter models in MSFS. We have There we have got Friends Mini 500. So that's a 2-passenger aircraft. And the other one is... Oh wait, no, this is not the right one. Got Friends Mini is actually a third-party helicopter mod. See, there are third-party helicopters as well. So that's actually what's good with Microsoft Flight Simulator. There are third-party developers who also develop aircrafts. There's an HPG H145, and the other one, this is I think the 9-passenger helicopter, and the other one is, yeah, it's a Got Friends Mini 500, the 2-passenger helicopter. No, sorry. A Bell 206 and a Cabri G2. And then we have also some third-party developed helicopters like the Got Friends Mini 500, the H125, HX50. So that's actually what's good with Microsoft Flight Simulator, since it's not really what you call is it open source? Sorry, forgive me for my ignorance of the term, but I think it's open source. That means other third-party developers can develop mods for the game. So just like what I'm using right now, the Airbus A320neo. So this mod was developed by a third party. So it's not actually an official Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft, but you can use it here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Galing po, you seem to know a lot. Hindi naman masyado. The rest, actually, I also learned that from other flight simmers. Just to give you a background, I started flight simming in 2012, but only recently did I actually fly, what do you call this, a study level, an almost study level. They use the term study level if the aircraft controls is almost similar to the real life scenario. So the rest of my knowledge, actually, I also got it from other flight simmers. So that's actually what is good with the flight simming community. If you have a flight simming community, you have questions, you ask questions. If they know the answer, they'll provide you the answer. So it's really a helpful community. If you're new to flight simming, you can join any flight simming community and you'll be able to learn a lot from them. So it's just me paying forward. For example, right now, like for example, you do have questions about flight simulation, so I'll also share the knowledge that I have or I've got from other flight simmers as well. So I'm just passing it over to you, but
Cabin
technically
crew, prepare for
it's a
arrival.
collective effort by all the other flight simmers that I know. I'm actually a ground crew sa Manila. Ooh, nice, cool. Nice to know real life aviation related jobs. Hey, Hyacinth, what's up? We have another streamer in the house, Hyacinth Super Vlogs on YouTube. Go ahead and check her out. Ask ko lang if may ground crew sa MSFS. Yes, there is. But the generic one, or the one that's included in the game, it's not really that realistic. That's the reason why I have this, the GSX Pro. GSX Pro, this is not freeware, so that means you have to buy this. But it simulates a more realistic ground crew or ground operation. So later, once we land on or land at Sao Luis, once we park, I'll show you the ground operations of GSX Pro. Nice, cool. What particular ground crew? Or are there any specific, like for example, baggage, pushback? Kasi diba they have several ground crews baggage, fuel, pushback, or are you all around ba? That's actually what I want to know then with ground crews Parang do you have a specific task lang ba, or technically you're trained to do everything and then you just get assigned the task for that
1,000 to
particular
go.
flight? Pwede po ba ako paturo? PM ko po. Go lang. Go lang, Hyacinth. Ask your question lang. Okay, wait. 1,000 to go. Let's descend to 10,000. Set altitude 10,000. Flight level 100, manage. There. Okay. So, Luis, traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 over at Cadot at flight level 150. Continuing descent to flight level 100. Tracking Udevu. I forgot. Okay, so let's now switch this to. So we're almost at 10,000 feet. By the time that we get to 10,000 feet, let's go back inside the aircraft and let's prep for the approach. So I'll be practicing sterile cockpit as much as possible. I'll go back to that shot in a bit after we land. Oh, ground marshal. I see. Nice, nice. So actually, we also have a ground marshal here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, particularly for ZSX Pro. But it depends on the airport, because sometimes if there's a vertical guidance system, then you won't see any ground marshal, of course. But if they don't, then you'll see the ground marshal directing us where to park. Marshal and pullback. Nice. Cool, cool. Actually, it's nice to know some real-life ground operations or people working in real-life aviation operations. In the flight siming community that I'm in, we also have, of course, there are real-life pilots there. We also have a real-life air traffic controller. The one who's controlling RPLL Tower, Ninoy Aquino International Airport Tower. I'm not sure if you know him. What airport do you work ba? If you're working in NAIA, I think you know him. Sir Irwil? Sir Lucky Boy, rather. We're now approaching 10,000 feet. Let's go back inside. Let's continue to descend to 2,500. Set altitude 2,500. Manage descent. There. Okay, so we're now tracking Udevu. After that, we'll turn right to Gekid to intercept the localizer. So we're now passing 10,000 feet. I'll try to do a stereo cockpit. Okay, I'll go back to the stats in a bit. Let's prep the aircraft first. Okay, so transition altitude here is 5,000. Okay, so that's our 10,000 feet mark. Let's switch this LS on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to
Okay, let's now descend to flight level 1,600 feet. Set altitude 1,600. Manage descent.
We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the
We're actually above the profile.
Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices.
520 feet, so we're not gonna make it to 2,500, so that means we have to assist speed brake. Let's assist our descent with speed brakes. There, so there's our profile, the green dot. Need to make sure that we'll reach, is it 2,000? Checking the charts now. 2,500 by Udevu. There. Speed brake off. Speed.
Check.
Thrust idle. Thrust idle.
Check.
Okay, 6,000. Let's check. 1400 Zulu. We still have the correct one. QNH 1012. Passing 5,500. Okay, so the airport is actually right here, I think. I don't see it right now, but later. QNH 1012 set.
1, 0, 1, 2, set. Passing 4,600. Now.
Check. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Check.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrel ref.
1012 set.
1, 0, 1, 2, set. Minimum.
Three 7 feet set.
3, 7, 7, set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Cool. Okay, so we're about to land. We will be announcing later that we are to so it's Sao Luis Island. So once we turn final, we'll announce that we are turning final already. Okay, so we're about to decel. There. Sao Luis traffic
1,000
advisory,
to go.
Jollibee 278 nautical miles out of
2,500.
Sao Luis VOR, or west of Sao Luis VOR at 2,500, commencing ILS
Radar
Whiskey
altimeter
06
alive.
approach Sao Luis. Arm approach. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Sao Luis traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 turning final, runway 06. Strong wind. Flaps 2.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
Gear down.
Pythons. Please prepare for landing.
1013. We now have 100 at 40
Gear down.
knots. Flaps 3.
Speed check. Flaps 3.
Glides. Speed. Glide slope star.
Check.
Lock. Flaps full.
Speed check. Flaps full.
Glide slope.
Check.
Hey, we have a strong wind. Let's do this. Missed approach altitude 4000. Let's get ready to land. Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Medium.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Let's do this. We have a strong wind. 100 at 14 knots.
Sync rate.
And 1013.
1000.
Check. Strong winds. Let's keep the autopilot on until 500 or 300 rather. Due to the strong wind. Let's just monitor. Sao Luis traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 on short final runway 06.
400.
Check. Autopilot disengage, my controls.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
Check.
Fifty, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. $70 knots.
Annual brake. That was too hard. Come on. Have a strong wind. So I should have cleared early actually. That was my bad. Okay, so we will now be crossing runway, what's this? Runway 27. Sao Luis traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 crossing runway 09er. Let's check for the available gate. Gate 1 should be fine. There. Sao Luis traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 landed vacated via taxiway Alpha. We'll continue to taxi to terminal Bay 01. Ground spoilers, disarm. Let's replay the landing again. Let's see what went wrong. I think I flared too late. So this is 1 Alpha. We will be parking at Bay 1. So this is Bay 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated.
After
with your
landing
seatbelts
checklist.
fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft
Flaps.
is parked
Retracted.
safely at the gate.
Spoilers.
This will be your
Disarm.
indication it is safe to move about the
APU.
cabin, gather your belongings,
Taxi lights
and
off.
disembark. We'd like to thank
Start.
you for flying with us today. We appreciate
Radar.
your business and
Off.
hope to see you again on a
Predictive
future
wind shear
flight.
system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Taxi lights off. Park brake on. Okay, so we will not disconnect, or we will not turn off the engines for now, because we'll go straight to the replay. So let's just put this back to 134, and then heading is 060. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Sorry about that. Catherine, Ron, Jason, thanks for the like. Welcome to the stream. Di ba mahirap maglaro ng flight sim? Di ba marami mga switch na gagamitin mo, lads? Yes, actually mahirap siya sa simula. But if you are already, but once you learned it and you're doing it every day or every now and then, it becomes easy na, kasi syempre you'll remember na what are the controls, di ba? Yan. So anyway, we will not cut the engines again because we will be replaying the landing, the hard landing. What was the FPM? 557. That was actually a dangerous landing. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, the wind is too strong. I miscalculated. I should have flared early. So anyway, my bad. Too much excuses. Let's go ahead and try to replay that. Let me just get my replay tool. Okay, cool. So let's go back inside. Let me just make sure that... Okay, our park brake should be off. And let's do the replay. So let's do this. Okay, let's pause here first. Let's check a good angle. I think this should be fine. And we'll see here what went wrong. Probably I did flare late for that landing. I had a strong wind. It's 1-4 knots of there's a little bit of crosswind. So it's 1-4 knots of headwind and 2 knots of 1-4 knots of headwind and 3 knots of crosswind coming from the right. And probably because I flared at 20 feet. I was thinking that because of the strong headwind, that should compensate for the flare, for the late flare, but it didn't, so I miscalculated. So anyway, let's check the landing. Keyboard lang ba gamit mo, Lods? Hindi, actually I'm using Thrustmaster TCA Officer's Pack. So I have a flight stick and a throttle. I also have rudder pedals. Mas mahirap kasi if it's keyboard eh. It's better if you have controls. Nagsigawan po yung passenger kanina. Kaya nga eh. Rinig nyo yun. Eto, magsisigawan ulit. Oops, sorry. Shoot. Let me disconnect from VATSIM first. I forgot to disconnect on VATSIM, but that's fine. There are no other aircrafts here naman eh. And then of course yung volante, I have to end the flight as well. Okay, so let's see what the problem was. Although I think I already know what the problem was. It was a late flare. Kaya pala smooth ang mga landingan. Actually, medyo hard yung landing natin. But we'll check right now. So I've maintained the vertical speed at around 7 to 800. Yep, it's the late flare. So there, I should have flared there. So it was a late flare. I should have flared at 30 feet. Yeah. Should be 30 feet. I miscalculated the strong headwind. Cool. Hey, Mod Rebecca, what's up? Thanks for the share. Dangerous landing siya, Ficas. Kasi if you'll check the feet per minute, the FPM, it's minus 557. That's actually a very hard landing. That's a dangerous landing. Around 300 FPM is considered as firm landing, so that's fine. Especially if it's wet runway. Pero if you want a smooth landing, that should be around 200 FPM or less. So we had a 500 FPM, that means dangerous. Let's check. There, so Ninoy Aquino International Airport nga si Ficas. I gotcha. So there, I know someone. It's also he's also a member of our flight simming community, a real air traffic controller. He controls the Manila Tower in Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Sir Lucky Boy. Anya, about sa Streamlabs, sir, gusto ko rin yung ganito. Sure. Go ahead, Hyacinth, just PM me. I'll try to answer your question if I can. Anong late? Sinong late? No, you're not late. Ano po suggestion na beginner PC build for MSFS 2020? Sige. I'll probably share a link mamaya sa chat. But before that, let's do another replay. Replay lang muna tayo. Let's go here and then let's do passenger replay. The airport is on the right side then, or left side rather. So let's do a showcase view. 12? No. 18? No, 19. This one. Okay, let's do this replay view. So passenger, if we were the passenger, how would it feel? So let's try to check if it was really a firm landing or it was really a dangerous landing. So we should actually feel it right now since we're inside the aircraft. If there's a hard blug or I don't know. We'll see. But definitely I flared too late there. I should have played at 30 feet. That should have softened our landing. But well, excuses. I'll try that again next stream. Okay, let's check this out. So from here it looks okay. I'll send you a link, Kurt, in the chat later on what should be the minimum specs for a PC build. Okay, let's check our landing. It's not really that hard. It wasn't really that hard. Did you hear it? I was expecting for a big plug, but it wasn't. It wasn't a hard landing. I'd say it was a firm one. Okay, cool. So that's the passenger view. Let's try to do a landing gear view. So back. Let's switch this to landing gear view. External 4. This one. Okay, so here we'll get a good glimpse of. Let's see if the hydraulics will really. If we're gonna stress the hydraulics during the landing. Did you see the landing? Did you actually hear the? It wasn't really that hard. Not sure why the FPM shows 500. Okay, we'll see it from this angle. Diba, Ficas? It wasn't that hard naman talaga. I'm not sure why the passenger screen. Boodle Bay, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Borg Gaming channel. Let's check this out. You'll see the hydraulics here. If we really did stress the hydraulics, then I'll agree with a dangerous landing. But we'll see. Although I admit I did flare late. Should have flared at 30 feet. Okay, let's check. Not really hard. It was actually a firm landing, but not hard. Right? It's not that bad, right? I wonder why the passengers screamed. Anyway. Okay, cool. So that was the landing gear view. Let's now move on to this one, the runway view. So we're gonna set this up real quick. We have to set this up manually. Okay, so we're gonna do a drone lock mode. Let's increase the drone speed to 129er. And then let's move to the far side of the runway. So we're gonna turn here. Wait. Want to see where we are parked. So this is gate 1. Yeah, we can do here. We can park here instead. Okay, so let's drop here. Drone speed, let's set this up to the minimum. 3 should be fine. Let's drop. Let's use this view. I think that should be fine. Let's move this back to 0. And then the zoom level to 100. There. And then let's now center it. Okay, so this is gonna be the last replay before we end our stream. I haven't eaten dinner yet and it's already 11 p.m. Okay, drone lock mode. There. So let's do this last replay. And let's see how our landing went using this view. Have you ever got minus 18? No, unfortunately. I think the, let's see. The lowest landing rate that I got to us, let me check my logs. Lowest landing rate, I can see a minus 81 here. Yeah, it's minus 81. No, minus 75. I have minus 75. Minus 75, minus 65. I have minus 65. Minus 62. I have minus 62. It was an A330 Neo. Minus 20. I have minus 20 as well. Airbus A330 Neo. Yeah, I'm just checking at my landing rate logs. Yeah, minus 20 was the lowest FPM or landing rate. Okay, let's check. So this is our landing. They screamed again. GG's, thank you, Hyacinth. Baka kilala mo si Jesse, Hubert, and Lods Andre, idol. Is that Sir Andre? Sir Andre also a flight simmer? What's the name of Sir Andre? Andre Leonardo? Is he who you're referring to? Catherine? If yes, then yes, I know Sir Andre. Jesse Hubert, no, I don't know him or her. But if you're talking about Andre Leonardo, he was actually here a while ago, Sir Andre. Ooh, there, Flight and Truck Sim. I see. So you're friends with Sir Andre. Copy. Yep. I know, Sir Andre. We did a couple of group flights before. But I think he's been busy right now at school. So we really haven't had the time to do a group flight. We were supposed to do we did a group flight pala, but I think that was 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? It was also on stream. But right now he's really busy. There, so this is the runway view. This is actually the best view or replay view that my personal favorite. I already bought the MFS. Nag-wait na lang. Anyways, it was very entertaining stream. I hope you grow soon. Thank you, Ficast Studio. Appreciate that, and thanks for thank you for staying until the end of the stream. Thank you for the questions. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I know the answer, I'll give it right away. But if I don't, I'll help you find it. And I'll also probably invite you to some of the community groups that I joined or I'm a member of. You can also ask questions. That's again what's good with the flight simming community. Everyone is really helpful. So if you have questions, there are a lot of other flight simmers who are willing to provide you the answer. Paturo ako, Lods, kung nakabili na ako MFS. Sure. Walang problema. Go lang. I'll just also pay it forward kasi when I was learning flight simulation as well, I also had a lot of questions, and some I also got the answers from some flight simmers din eh. So I'm just paying it forward. Whatever knowledge that I gained from over the years, from experience and from other flight simmers, of course I'm willing to pass it over to other aviation enthusiasts, diba? Sama-sama tayong lumipad. Ayan. So anyway, so that was our flight for tonight, mga Beshiewap. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'll be ending the stream na kasi hindi pa ako naghahapunan. But thank you sa lahat ng mga dumaan. Sorry, may utang pa ako kay Sir Kurt kanina. Let me just get you the recommended settings for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll post it there sa chat. Wait lang. Recommended specs. Or sorry, minimum specs. He was asking about the minimum specs. Because recommended specs is actually the mid-range eh. It's actually the specs decent enough, balanced between performance and graphics. So minimum specs is basically more on performance. So don't expect a really very realistic settings or graphics for this, but at least this is what you need in order to run the simulator, in order for you to fly an aircraft. So let me just there. I'll give the link in the chat. Let me just make sure that I have the right link. There. Yep, I think this is good. Okay, so let me post it there in the chat. Where's my chat box? There. Sir Kurt, if you're still here, there's the link. I do hope that it gets posted. Yep. It's posted now. So you can check out the minimum specs, the recommended specs, and the ideal specs. So again, the minimum spec is the minimum requirement PC setup that you need to run the simulator. But of course, it's more on performance, less on graphics. Recommended spec is just the balance between performance and graphics, running the simulator and at the same time having a good graphics. And the ideal spec is actually the best specifications, wherein it addresses both performance issues and of course ultra settings in terms of graphics. So very realistic graphics. So you can check that out. Check out that link. You're welcome. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. There. Ooh, the replay. Oh, there's a loop for the replay. I like that. Okay, so the replay is now doing its thing. It's an automatic replay. It's an automatic loop. But anyway, thank you everyone. Again, this has been Borg's Gaming Channel, and you just watched our Flight Monday stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. We flew from Fortaleza, Brazil to São Luís, Brazil. So we're flying over the Brazil country right now. So let me just show you what our flight looked like. Let's go ahead and check if VATSIM will still be able to see ourselves on VATSIM. We don't know, unfortunately. But let me show you Navigraph instead. So this has been our flight plan. Let me just exit this and there. Okay, so we flew from Fortaleza. We are currently here in São Luís, Brazil. We just did the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. So we are traversing this, actually, flying this path to get to West America. So that's our flight plan. So again, this is the 27th leg of our Jollibee World Tour because okay, sorry. I should have turned off the landing rate monitor. So we initially started in Manila. We flew westbound. We flew over the Asia. We flew over India, the Middle East here, Africa. Now we're currently in South America. We're now flying west-northwest bound, flying towards America, and we're trying to do this route. I'm not sure if we can do this route. I'm not sure if there are any international airports here, but if not, we're gonna use this route and then fly back to Japan and then down to Manila. So that was the goal of the whole Jollibee World Tour. And again, we just flew the 27th leg of our flight. So next stream will be on Thursday. That's gonna be the 28th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. So we will be flying from here, São Luís, and I'll be planning first where the next airport will be, but preferably anywhere within 1 hour flight time from São Luís. So I'll just go ahead and check that out later after the stream. Thank you, Kristan Cruz. It's Kristan, your FICA's studio. Nice. Thank you for also tuning in on Facebook. Appreciate that. Again, thank you. Thanks for joining the flight. Again, we're multi-streaming on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. So if you can follow me on Facebook and Kick and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would very much appreciate it. I also stream on Twitch, but I stream Fall Guys there. So if you play Fall Guys, you can catch me on Twitch. So don't forget to like and share the stream as well. And before we end the stream, let's go back to Facebook because we have a poll there. And the poll question is related to our destination for tonight, which is São Luís. And the question is, in what state is São Luís located? So which state in Brazil is São Luís located? So two choices. First choice, is it Maranhão or is it Maranhão? We already have the votes rather. Let's now show the result. According to our malilinis and salaulang Beshiewap, it's a tie actually. 50-50. 50% voted for Maranhão and also 50% voted for Maranhão. So it's undecided what the state of São Luís is. It can be Maranhão, it can be Maranhão. Unfortunately, we won't know because it was a tie. But thank you for participating in that poll. We'll have another poll on Thursday during the 28th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. So we will be streaming again here on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube on Thursday, probably around the same time, around 8 p.m. or 9. It depends. Hopefully I can stream by 7, but it depends on my work. But I probably see you there. 1660 LODs pasok ba sa minimum spec? Yes, Catherine, because that's what I'm using right now. I'm using a GTX 1660 Super. So pasok na pasok yan. With minimum graphics. Well, this is the graphics right now for a 1660, and at the same time I'm streaming din eh. So yun lang, minimum graphics ka lang siya, not ultra realistic. Pero pasok yan. Yan. Cool. Ano ba nakalagay dito? Wait, let me check. As per the minimum specs, yeah, minimum specs now GTX 770. So 1660 is more than enough. The ideal spec is at least RTX 2080. That's the ideal. Recommended is GTX 970. So 1660 actually is more than the recommended spec. And you should at least run on a Ryzen 5 if you want the recommended spec then. Ryzen 3 1200 for minimum spec, Ryzen 5 1500X for recommended spec, and Ryzen 7 talaga yung ideal. At least Ryzen 7. Parehas tayo, Lods. Yan, cool. But actually I want to upgrade na rin sana eh. Kasi gusto ko na sana ng ultra realistic yung graphics. But right now I'm not complaining. This graphics is okay for me. It's enough for me. It's just that whenever you parang zoom out, sometimes it affects the graphics na eh. So hopefully pag nagkapera upgrade tayo. Pero not right now. Ayan. Anyway, so that was it mga Beshiewap. Again, thank you. Thank you sa lahat ng mga bagong follower natin. Thank you sa mga dumaan sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Sky Spox pala, sorry. I'm not sure if you're still here. Cyber Sucks. I'm not sure if you're still here. He's actually from Kick. I know he's lurking, but again, please support us as well, Cyber Sucks on Kick. He streams Elite Dangerous on Kick. If you're into space exploration, then you can check out his channel on Kick. There. Again, thank you everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good Monday. Let's see if meron na ba akong raid. Can we raid someone na ba on Facebook? I'm not sure if I have the raid function na rin. Hasn't returned yet eh. So, but anyway, that's fine. Ano na lang, end na natin yung stream natin. Again, thank you everyone. I'll see you on Thursday probably here again for our Flight Thursday stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying the 28th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. But of course, before we go, always remember, play hard but still play safe, and most importantly, play responsibly. So once again, my name is Borg, and this is Borg Gaming Channel now, signing off. Till next time mga Beshiewap. Matane!